everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Away to start us off. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cavaliers offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys.
There he goes! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack. The quarterback down at the 44.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Fourth and short? I already called my third down play knowing I was going for it on fourth down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
With the catch, it's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch. And opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Charles. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Knights are rolling down the field. Pulls and throws up. He going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durr. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manager. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Levitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by a field goal over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going now.
And this one will... for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
The throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got his man downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. He's got an open man. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Farmer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, Dino.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Get set.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
I'm not not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal.
Check.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Rush is on him. He's going to run it.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Caught over the middle, it's Durr. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Defense in press coverage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Cavaliers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Back to pass. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, fourth quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Building momentum momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Charles. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
On target. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Knights will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Floats it out in space. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get... But I would like to see them stay... You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the 1st down. They'll knock him. A loss of a couple.
Now, fourth down.
You want to talk